Please state your name.
Okay, Jeanette Smith.
Jeanette Smith. And what is your position?
Oh, actually, I'm the state senator. One of them.
State Senator
district.
Jeanette Smith. Got it. Okay. Now, you're aware that you are being accused of, the legal terminology is, doing a Tonya Harding on your opponent.
I haven't been formally charged with anything. I was under the impression this was just a standard interview.
Well, we are formally investigating a Tonya Harding scenario here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm unclear. Was someone assaulted?
As I'm sure you're aware, we're investigating the assault of your opponent, Jennifer Coolidge. No relation to the actress Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, I hadn't heard. Is she okay?
She is not. She is in the hospital in critical condition.
Oh, okay. But she's alive.
She is alive at this time.
Interesting.
Was that not the answer you were expecting?
I wasn't expecting her to be in the hospital at all. I was unaware that...
Can you tell me, when was the last time you saw your opponent, Jennifer Coolidge?
Well, I've never met her. She's very famous.
I'm talking about the one who ran for Congress,
my
not
opponent. Yes, of course.
Not the actress.
Not the actress. Right. Excuse me. Well, I believe we had a Thursday night debate last week. It started around 8 p.m. It was broadcast statewide. You can catch it on Channel 25, or I think Action News 6 also had it. They might be playing a rerun later. I did very well in the debate.
Congresswoman, what are your views on abortion?
I am a woman. Thank you.
Congresswoman, are you aware your opponent is also a woman?
But she is a white woman. Thank you. Thank you. Hold your applause, please. Frankly, I can't believe they would ask me that. And that was the last time I saw my opponent, Jennifer Coolidge, not the actress.
So it's your opinion that you did very well in the debate. Are you aware that most news and commentary articles seemed to disagree with that opinion of how the debate went?
Well, I think that the media is a little bit slanted towards my opponent due to her name. She has a big name, even though she is not the actress. A lot of people have mistaken her for that, and they seem to be a little more warm to her that way. The media seems to have it out for me, I believe, but I think that I performed very well, and I did receive a standing ovation during the debate for my views on nuclear power.
And can you describe for me what your views are on nuclear power?
We do not have any nuclear power in this state.
And do you think we should be increasing the amount of nuclear power from 0 to some?
I don't think that we have any at this time.
And what? I'm sorry, Congresswoman, I don't think you...
My opponent would like to radiate this whole town full of poison nuclear waste, but I say to that, we do not have any in this state. We do not have any in this state.
That's not an opinion.
We do not have any in this state.
And would you...
At this time, we don't have any.
Is that what you said during the debate to cause people to applaud?
I'm sorry, how is this related to the ongoing investigation?
People think that after you performed poorly in the debate that maybe you had arranged for Jennifer to be injured.
Jennifer Coolidge?
Jennifer, your opponent from the debate, Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, yes. No.
Jennifer Coolidge, the actress, is for information, alive and well.
Okay,
She is
I
in
was
good
concerned.
condition. Her
Alright.
health is doing well.
Thank you for that information. I would like to go on the record stating that I did not have anything to do with Jennifer Coolidge, not the actress's assault. I did not pull a Tonya Harding. Thank you.
Now, Bryce McShiverson. Does this name ring a bell to you?
I believe he was a former intern of mine.
Former intern.
That is correct.
And how recently was he last working as an intern for your campaign?
Well, he was actually just fired the evening prior to the assault, so he's actually not affiliated with me in any way anymore.
How well did you know this Bryce McShiverson? Did you work closely with him on the campaign?
I have many interns. I don't usually work typically close to them.
But did you work closely with Bryce McShiverson?
I don't recall.
You don't recall if you worked closely with Bryce McShiverson?
Well, you interrupted me. I don't recall working close with him. We may have had a run before, but I typically don't interact a lot with my interns or, you know.
Now, I have some records here that show that a call was made from your cell phone to Bryce McShiverson's cell phone about 1 hour prior to the assault of non-actress Jennifer Coolidge.
And you say this was an outgoing call?
It was from your phone to Bryce's phone.
Well, let me think about that. On that evening, I do believe I was calling him regarding his last check. He did not leave a forwarding address, and as it was evening, I was one of the only people left on our office grounds, and we wanted that cleared up before the morning, so I placed a call to him to see if he would leave a forwarding address.
This was the evening immediately after the debate. Your story is that you left from the debate to go back to your office.
Correct.
At around 9 p.m.?
Yes, that is correct. I wanted to go over how it went.
And you called an intern at that time?
Yes.
Regarding his paycheck.
Me and my campaign advisor were going over how it went at the office in the evening, and she informed me that we had fired Bryce, and this meant
And why was Bryce fired?
Well, he was let go because he missed several days of work at the office, I believe. I was completely uninvolved in the decision or really working with him, but she mentioned to me that he did not leave a forwarding address, and I said, well, let's just clear that up right now.
So if I were to comb through the security camera footage from your office, I would not see Bryce entering or exiting the building for several days prior to the phone call that you made to him.
Well, he had been let go just the evening before, so I mean, some days.
Prior to that, though, for a period of several days.
Oh, you're saying because he missed work.
Right.
I would imagine you wouldn't. I know my security team had left me a message that there were some technological problems with our cameras. I'm not sure if they were fully operational around that time. You can ask them more about it, but they had just left a message that had happened to me.
And would you be able to provide our department with a copy of that message?
Well, it was on my office phone. I would have to check to see if I deleted it or not. I don't recall.
All right, let me look something here. I think I'm gonna need my partner to come in and talk to you now.
Okay.
Hello.
Did you just go and put that on?
Whatever do you mean?
Okay. You had some questions for me, officer? I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Carlock? Carlock House?
Okay.
I've pioneered an ingenious new technique called Bad Cop, British Cop. I like to use this on the people I'm investigating because I feel that it generally tends to confuse them, and they also tend to inherently trust a British man more than they would trust an angry police officer. So, I hope you're doing well today.
Well, I am, other than the fact that you seem to be almost accusing me of assaulting my opponent.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just listen up. This is all gonna work out fine. If you have nothing to hide, just tell me about your day. Tell me about the evening of the debate, and how did your evening go that day? Give me as many details.
I went to the debate, and when I returned from said debate, I went to the office with my campaign manager to go over our notes on how it went, which we think it went very well, actually.
You do?
Yes, I...
Would you support the initiative to move the capital of our state to a different city?
What city is it in now?
Interesting. Okay.
I do believe I performed very well in the debate, and we were just going over that in the evening at my office, and I do believe she mentioned to me that they had let go an intern of ours, and he had not left a forwarding address for his last paycheck, so I called him on my cellular device, and then once we wrapped up there, I went home.
Now, so what's been in the news lately? People are a little bit upset that you dropped a hard M word during the debate.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar. Well, okay, yes, I do recall the instance you are referring to now. However, I believe the audience misheard me. I was using the colloquial term "idjit," per Yosemite Sam. The Yosemite Sam.
Idiot. As in idiot.
Correct.
As in idiot.
Right. Yes, the Yosemite Sam impersonation was lost on the audience, however.
Why were you doing a Yosemite Sam impersonation during a debate for Congress?
Well, did you watch the debate? It was very related. While my opponent was actually speaking on fracking, and we were discussing oil barons, etc., and she had some very antiquated views on the matter that I felt warranted the impersonation.
And could you do the impersonation for me right here?
Well,
take a moment.
Could you give me a quote from him, perhaps? I think that would...
Could you just tell me what you said during the interview?
Well, I don't recall my exact wording now. You know how it is when you get up on stage. I frankly black out.
Okay, I believe the quote was, what I have here from the transcript of the debate was, anyone who still believes in fracking is a fucking midget.
Right, yes. Except, of course, was misheard, and I said, "Idjit."
Okay. Well, could you do an reenactment of that for me?
Could you give me the quote again?
Anyone who still believes in fracking is a fucking midget or idiot, if you claim it's idiot.
Anyone that still believes in fracking is a fucking idiot.
Thank you. That was very good. Very accurate.
Thank you.
Many would argue that idiot was actually more offensive than midget. We were frankly confused why you were calling her a midget, as she is taller than you.
Well, I was calling her an idiot, and that's actually not offensive to any group of people. Therefore, it is considered acceptable.
It is actually considered offensive to the mentally handicapped community.
No. That's incorrect. I hadn't heard that. That's not true.
Well, many people are very outraged about it, and possibly coincidentally, Jennifer Coolidge, not the actress, she met an unfortunate end after many feels she performed much better than you at the debate.
Well, I think that I'd like to contest that. That is up for debate, as it was a debate, and many of my supporters, many people,
Your polling numbers took a sharp nosedive.
Well, many of my most ardent supporters, they did believe in what I was saying. Great people, and they're really the base of
great people. They started shouting. They started chanting midget.
Well, I'm not.
They must have misheard as well,
that must have been.
But many of your supporters were chanting midget during the debate.
That group of people was not affiliated with me. I don't know why they were saying that.
They were holding holding signs saying, you know.
I can't control the voters.
Welcome back to the big debate. Next question is for you, Congresswoman Smith. Tell us about your views on fracking.
Anyone that supports fracking is a fucking midget.
Midget, 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 midget.
I love midgets. That never happened.
Well, it's been great talking to you, State Senator Smith.
Thank you.
I'm going to let my
Your colleague
return at this time.
Okay.
Big fan of Jennifer Coolidge. Oh.
Not the actress.
Oh. I was gonna say, I loved her in Legally Blonde, but we're talking about who?
Jennifer Coolidge, not the actress.
Not the actress. Oh, the woman that was running for office? Is that what?
Yes.
Is that what we're talking about? No. I didn't care for her. I don't miss her. No. Congresswoman?
Hello, officer. Nice to see you.
Can you explain to me why I have video footage here of Bryce McShiverson entering your opponent's headquarters carrying a shotgun?
I don't know. He's not affiliated with my campaign anymore. I would have no idea.
Well, it was found that Jennifer Coolidge, don't worry, not the actress, but non-actress Jennifer Coolidge was indeed beaten in the stomach with a shotgun.
As I said before, he was let go from our establishment for missing several days of work. I would imagine he was going through some type of mental turmoil and attacked her, perhaps. I trust that you do have him in custody at the moment.
We do, of course, yes. But we're, of course, investigating you for any connections that you obviously do
not have. That is correct.
Well, you were affiliated with him for
he was employed by my campaign prior to the assault and not concurrently with the assault. Yes.
Okay, well, thank you for your time.
My lawyers will be in touch. Of course, this was unprecedented. Remember, the election is on Tuesday, and no matter what, we should all get out and vote.
Good afternoon.
Saw, dude.
Please state your name.
Name's Jebediah Townsmith.
Wait. I was under the impression I was meeting with a
Okay.
Bryce McShiverson.
Okay. I'm sorry, I forgot my name.
Are you currently under the influence of any illegal or legal drugs or substances?
I'll admit it. I did smoke some weed back then, but now.
Back then or now?
Back then, as in like 3 hours ago.
You are on the record, so please don't lie again. So, are you employed by State Senator Congresswoman Smith's campaign?
Unfortunately, no.
Why, unfortunately?
Well, you see here, I've been employed there for many years, and just recently.
How old are you?
I'm 45 years old.
Oh,
I think.
continue.
And then they just let me go for no reason.
For no reason. They didn't give you a reason at all at the time?
They said my work was sloppy.
How was your attendance record at your job?
Well, it wasn't too good. I would show up whenever I want, do the number of hours I want, and then I would just go home.
And they kept you employed like that for many years?
Yes.
And, okay. Can you describe for me the events, how your day went, how your evening went, during the debate and following the debate?
Well, during the debate, I was sitting in a crowd.
Okay.
And I was listening to Senator Smith. And then after I went to get a drink at a local bar, and then
What was the name of the bar? What street was it on?
it was on Hendrickson.
I don't think that's a real street name in this town. Okay. Can you explain to me why there's footage of you carrying a shotgun into Jennifer Coolidge's campaign headquarters?
I will admit I do own a shotgun. And I was wanting to protect her.
Protect her from what?
All the negative people out there.
Such as who?
Congresswoman Smith.
Congresswoman Smith. So you claim that you were protecting Ms. Coolidge from Ms. Smith.
Yes.
And were you around during the time of the assault on Miss Coolidge?
I was around, but I wasn't right by her side where I should have been.
Where were you?
I was in the bathroom.
And did you witness any part of the assault?
No, I got out of the bathroom and I saw her on the floor saying, "Call 911."
And where was the shotgun at during this time?
I left the shotgun in the bathroom because, you know, my mind, it's kind of old.
The medical examiner led us to believe that she was beaten in the stomach with a shotgun.
I
And your shotgun was the one found on the scene.
Interesting.
And you're saying the shotgun was on your person the entire time.
It was, but I left it in the bathroom.
Did you or did you not do a Tonya Harding on not the non-actress Jennifer Coolidge?
I did not.
Who did?
I don't know. My guess is that it was Senator Smith.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Well, I just can't imagine what it would take to have the guts to off your opponent like that. I mean, even somebody that you work closely with, like somebody who even looks very similar to you. I've often thought about, you know, what could I do to be the big shot around the department, and you know, I have to say I've thought about doing a Tonya Harding, but I would never actually. What was the question? Hello, this is Detective Carlock House. Oh, I'm afraid he's not available at this time. Oh, hang on, he just walked in. Yes, this is he. Oh, really? Huh, okay. Yes, this changes everything. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, goodbye.
Hello, officer.
Hello.
Good to see you again.
I wish it were on better circumstances. I've been informed that both your fingerprints as well as Bryce McShiverson's fingerprints were found on the shotgun at the scene of the crime.
Well, I would imagine that his fingerprints were on it because he did the assault. As to my fingerprints, that would probably be because he used a sponsored campaign gun to do the assault. We do have one missing from the office. We had several as part of our Guns Across America initiative, and yeah, I do believe that was the one he took for the assault.
And earlier, when I asked you why he was seen with a shotgun outside of Miss Coolidge's headquarters, you said you knew nothing about it, when apparently you had a missing shotgun from your headquarters.
Well, I wasn't aware that it had gone missing at the time.
But you are now.
I am now.
And were at the time of our last interview.
Incorrect. During the intermission that we just had, I was frantically called by my campaign manager, who told me that one of the sponsored Guns Across America Congresswoman State Senator Smith guns was in fact missing, and you know, obviously it must be the one that Bryce used to.
And now, were you personally handling the guns for this initiative? That seems like something your staff would be doing more.
Well, I did touch several of them in the photo op that we had with the children.
Right. Now, Bryce told me that he was going into Jennifer's headquarters to protect her from you. Now, why would Bryce believe that he had reason to think that you were going to do something violent to Jennifer Coolidge?
I cannot even begin to try and guess at what goes on in the mind of a crazy person that would assault a woman like that. I don't know.
Well, we don't know that he assaulted a woman.
Well, someone did. wasn't me.
I think it was you.
Is that a formal charge, or are you just being rude?
I'm just being rude.
Well, I don't take kindly to that kind of accusation.
Now, can you describe for me...
I'm sorry, where is your wine cooler? I'm running low.
Oh, it's right over there. You can help yourself.
We've gone through it already. My mistake.
I apologize for that inconvenience, by the way. But could you describe for me your personal relationship with Bryce McShiverson?
I don't know him very well. He was one of my interns on the campaign trail, but as I stated before, we have quite a few of those, so I don't think we were ever engaged on a personal level.
Now, your campaign manager, Lisa Sitwell, told me that you and Bryce were well known to be engaged in an affair.
Well, Lisa...
And there's been many photos posted online of you and Bryce out on the town at restaurants, movies, etc.
Lisa Sitwell is, you know, bit of a gossip. She is a campaign manager. She does like to overblow things.
Overblow things that overwhelmingly make her candidate look portrayed in a negative light?
Well, if it's between that and, you know, the cops, I would imagine she would, you know, try to throw me under the bus. She's been known to do that. We're actually in-laws. That's the only reason I hired her. I actually despise her. I'm sorry. What else was there? Oh, the photographs. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna need some visuals before I can speak to that at all, because that could probably be anyone.
Well, allow me to go get my partner. I believe he has the photograph.
I don't know this man. Never seen him before. I would never do something like that.
It is true. Me and Senator Smith had a thing going, but it kind of didn't work out.
Good to speak to you again. I do have a copy of the requested photograph here. Does this event look familiar to you?
Yes. I recall that evening perfectly, actually. I went out to a movie with a man named Winston. I believe that is who is pictured there.
This is a photo of Bryce McShiverson.
Well, there may be some confusion. I'm sorry, I didn't elaborate. Winston is actually Winston McShiverson. He's Bryce's twin brother.
Bryce has a twin brother.
Yes, I was actually unaware that there was that type of conflict of interest going on in my campaign. If I had known that he was related to an intern, I would have let the intern go much sooner.
And when did you become aware that one of your interns was related to your boyfriend?
I was unaware up until my my campaign manager, Lisa, that bitch, when she called me during the intermission to tell me that we were missing one of the sponsored shotguns for the Guns Across America for the Children. She also informed me that Bryce was in fact Winston's brother.
Now, Lisa had been on record saying that you were in a relationship with Bryce, not this Winston.
Well, can't trust anything Lisa says. She's a professional liar.
So, when did you end your relationship with Winston McShiverson?
We are still in a relationship.
Was that why you fired Bryce?
No. Excuse me. They were completely unrelated, and as I attested earlier, I only recently found out that they were even related, so I haven't even had the time to break it off with him if I wanted to.
Tell me about your Guns Across America fundraiser.
Well, that is an initiative that we put on, which donates guns to children in need, because oftentimes these lower class urban children, they live in active gun zones, and they can't afford to defend themselves. So it's actually a sponsored use of taxpayer funds. We donate shotguns to the children, the latchkey kids, to defend themselves when their mothers are out getting pregnant.
Will you excuse me for one moment? That's... I've just received a phone call that after reviewing the surveillance footage from across the street, you were seen entering Jennifer Coolidge, not the actress, Jennifer Coolidge's building the night after the debate.
You mean that would be the night that she was assaulted, if I
Correct.
understand correctly?
The night of the assault.
The night of the assault. You say you have footage of me entering the building?
Yes.
Are you sure it's me or someone that just looks like me? I do have a very...
It's high definition footage. This is 2022. It's...
I'm just confused what camera would have caught me. I was under the impression that most of them were just somehow obscured. I had heard.
You'd heard that from where?
From the police report. I was reading it while you were gone.
Well, most of them were obscured by seemingly by spray paint.
The one from the bank? Was that the one that he missed?
I don't have... I'm not at liberty to disclose.
I'm a little confused with that because I wasn't there also, so not sure how that happened.
But from one of the cameras at many of the establishments across the street, one of them, only one of all of those, were not covered by spray paint that evening, and
that one appears that someone disguised as me entered the building in an attempt to frame me. Is that what I'm hearing?
What you're hearing is that you personally, roughly 10 minutes after Bryce McShiverson entered the establishment with a shotgun, you were seen entering the same establishment.
Well, it sounds like Bryce McShiverson is trying to frame me. And as we know, he is guilty. So, as a scorned former employee, it makes sense that he would be trying to frame me by having a stand-in come in and pretend to be me.
We also were able to look at the phone records, and they're triangulate the location of the phone at the time the call to Bryce was made, and it was made from roughly 1 block away from the building where the assault took place.
Well, our campaign headquarters are very close to one another.
How close?
I don't know. I've never been to her quarters, but from my understanding, they're very close. And
do you know where her headquarters are?
I'm not certain.
So you don't know if it's close to your building?
Well, I know the generic area. I don't know the exact address. I think it's on Breckenridge.
It's not.
My mistake. I've never been there.
Well, my point is that the phone call that you made to Bryce was triangulated to be near the location of the assault, and then we have video footage of you entering.
Of someone who looks like me.
Of you entering the building.
Yeah, well, like I said, Bryce was very disgruntled when we let him go, and I think he may be trying to frame me.
Bryce McShiverson doesn't strike me as the type of person who is competent enough to frame somebody.
Well, when we hired him, he didn't strike me as the type of person to murder someone, or attempt to murder someone, but apparently he did. He Tonya Hardinged someone, so came as a shock to us all.
He Tonya Hardinged somebody for what reason?
I don't know. I think he was having some mental issues.
Okay, well, you're free to go at this time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your time, officer. I'm sure we'll be in touch when the Christmas calendars roll around.
Oh, of course, as we always are.
Yes. Give me a break, right?
Bryce McShiverson.
That's me.
Right. Well, based on the evidence, we believe that you and Congresswoman Smith were working together, and we're willing to let you off with just with probation if you would be willing to record a phone call with Congresswoman Smith.
I think I can afford that.
So we've rigged this up to record Congresswoman Smith.
Okay.
All I need you to do is give her a call and discuss the case with her. Just ask her what you should do to not get caught.
Okay. Hello, Congresswoman Smith?
Bryce, what the hell do you want?
I don't know what to do. Can you help me with that?
What did they ask you?
Who?
The cops.
I haven't spoke to them yet.
They told me you ratted me out, Bryce. What the hell were you thinking? You've completely bungled this.
Can you just help me out with what I should do?
Bryce, I don't care if you go to jail. You ruined this. You were supposed to kill her.
That's all we need. You're good.
Okay, thank you.
Bryce, I hope you rot in jail. Get off the phone. Go fix this.
See you soon.
All right, good job, Bryce. You're gonna walk away scot-free. That was
Thank you.
was amazing. That's everything we needed. We don't give a shit about you. We want to put this Congresswoman away for a long time.
Thank you. I hope she does go
Thank
away.
you for your help. Yeah, that was great.
Senator Smith came up to me one day and was like, I'd love to hurt Jennifer Coolidge. And I was stunned because I truly love her work. But then she told me not the actress. And I was like, oh, okay. And so she said she would pay me big bucks to hurt Jennifer Coolidge, not the actress. And so I decided to take that deal.
I'm going to have to place you under arrest for the Tonya Harding of Jennifer Coolidge, not the actress.
Is that so?
Yes.
Under what grounds, officer?
We have recorded footage of you confessing to Bryce over the phone that you and he were working together on the Tonya Harding of Jennifer.
Oh, Congresswoman Smith?
Bryce, what the hell do you want?
I don't know what to do. Can you help me with that?
What did they ask you?
Who?
The cops.
I haven't spoke to them yet.
They told me you ratted me out, Bryce. What the hell were you thinking? You've completely bungled this.
Can you just help me out with what I should do?
Bryce, I don't care if you go to jail. You ruined this. You were supposed to kill her.
That's preposterous. That doesn't sound anything like me.
May I hear your Yosemite Sam impression again?
Wow. Yeehaw, bugs.
Anyone that still believes in fracking is a fucking idiot.
I'm going to have to put you away for a long time.
This is a horrible miscarriage of justice, and you will be seeing me freed soon, come the trial.
I was not surprised to find out that Bryce McShiverson and Congresswoman Smith were working together to do a Tonya Harding on her opponent. It seemed pretty obvious to me from the onset, but she was really sneaky. She had a lot of good answers, but in the end, she slipped up, and I'm glad we caught her.
So I didn't exactly know how I was gonna hurt Jennifer Coolidge, not the actress. And then that's when Senator Smith brought me a shotgun that I had no idea where it came from. And she's like, here, take this and hurt her as much as you can. And so we arrived at Jennifer Coolidge, not the actress's office. And she just told me to start beating her up. And so that's what I did. I beat her up as much as I could. And then we fled the scene.
Well, frankly, that bitch was getting on my nerves. So I told Bryce to go kill her, and it's Bryce, so needless to say, I had to come down and try to get him to work it out, and he completely bungled the entire thing. Never trust a man to do a woman's job, let me tell you. That's how I got elected.
Oh, did they solve the case? I didn't know. I believe it was my colleague who actually was working harder on that one. I've actually been back home in the UK. So no, I have no idea who did it. Who did it in the end?
Oh, it was both of them.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's that makes sense. Well, I'm glad they were able to solve it. I'm glad I could help out, actually.
It's me, Jennifer Coolidge, not the actress, the one doing bad in the polls.
Get her, Bryce.
Oh no! A beautiful man
Hit her.
is here to
Whack her with the
murder
shotgun,
you.
Bryce.
Oh.
Whack her good, yeah.
Oh.
Bash her, Bryce. I do it myself, but I don't want to get caught.
Oh, vote for my opponent. It's what I would have wanted. Me, Jennifer Coolidge. Oh.
I heard that they pushed back the election due to the fact that Ms. Smith has now been incarcerated, and I'm thinking of running myself. Actually, I played a big role in putting her away for good, and I think that will win me some voters. But I considered this, but unfortunately, I was not born in the U.S. today, and therefore, well, actually, what? I might be able to workshop that one. I might be able to, because if you look at my birth certificate, let's just say I think I can get that to work out. I might be able to fight that one. So I think I've got a good guy in mind to use as my VP as well. Do Congress people have VPs? I'm not familiar with the American government system.
I don't.
No, it's a no, right?
No.
No? Okay. Well, yeah, I'm thinking about running. You'd vote for me, right?
Yes.
Of course.
Senator Smith also left me at the scene of the crime, so I had to steal a car. And you know me. I am not a good driver. I'm a klutz on the road.
She did 20 years ago. Now she's a disgusting shit. Man, I hate middle age.
Now you can stop time with Prelude. At funerals, they always say how wonderful the deceased look. The secret is formaldehyde. It preserves the skin. Preservex brings the wisdom of the food to the beauty parlor. Most beauty products only work skin deep. Preservex works under the skin to replenish aging cells and freeze time once and for all. Preservex, stay beautiful for all of eternity.
Classic pop hits from the last 30 years.
I might have crashed into a few things and got a few scrapes, but in the end, it turned out all right.
Well, you got arrested.
Oh.
Oh.